a lot of splits emerge in any presidential campaign. There's Democrat, Republican, obviously. There's conservative, liberal. There's outsider, insider. There's a new kind of split emerging in the 2016 campaign that I write about in my new Capital Journal column, and I think it's interesting and important. It's the split between optimism as a campaign message and anger as a campaign message. And on the optimism side, Jeb Bush is probably the leading purveyor of an optimistic campaign message. He's essentially saying, look, we have some problems here, but we're right on the verge of a new renaissance in America, a great new period that lies just ahead if we can solve a few big problems, the principal one being stagnant economic growth of 2% that should be 4%. If we can get that done, we're on the verge of a really great future that'll start right away in this country. You know, this is a lot like the Ronald Reagan Morning in America message of 1980, but not just Reagan. You know, Bill Clinton brought this similar kind of a message to 1992 when he said, hope is not just where I'm from, it's what I bring. And Barack Obama, you know, ran on his book, The Audacity of Hope in 2008. So over time, optimism has been a pretty good campaign message. The offsetting message this year comes really from Donald Trump on the Republican side and Bernie Sanders on the Democratic side, and it's essentially a message more of anger. It says, America's losing its place as a leader in the world, your own situation is going backwards, you're slipping because, and it's somebody else's fault. Billionaires who won't share the wealth, capitalists who cut trade deals that help them but don't help others, people who are basically stopping you from getting ahead. You should be angry about it. You should join our rebellion against the entrenched forces and the powers that be. That's kind of both the Donald Trump message on the Republican side and the Bernie Sanders message on the Democratic side. And it's kind of understandable after a long and painful economic retrenchment that hurt a lot of people in a lot of different ways, including people who kept their jobs but don't think they're moving forward. So, big question of 2016, which message has the most resonance, the optimistic message or the angry message?